Hello, welcome back. Doors, self-titled, mono, electric recording company release. Yeah, that took quite a while, but now it's here. When they made it available for order, it was gone literally within seconds. Very hyped title, of course, for sure. The by now biggest title electric recording company has done this Doors self-titled mono, and I will go into this release. I will go, as probably some of you now watches this video, maybe an ERC video for the first time. I really will go into the star of the electric recording company, their Lyric mastering system, all-valve mastering system. I will go, of course, into this release. I will compare it to the Vinyl Me Please release of the mono edition, and I will talk a little bit, because you can't compare it, of course, but I will talk a bit about the differences between the mono and the stereo release of this album. And here I take my Analog Production 45 RPM version. Yeah, maybe before we go into the album itself, into the description of my impression, my opinion about this release, let's go through the edition. They have put out 450 copies this time, not the usual 300. And I think 100, or I don't know exactly how many, also goes to the official Doors website, which shows how highly regarded, in a way, electric recording company nowadays is. That the official Doors site also takes copies is amazing. Very important to talk about this up front is that this is a Lido tape they used for this release. This means, I wrote it down so that I don't make a mistake, it means leadered, edited duplicate of the original copy, sanctioned and authenticated by Bruce Botnick. You can read that on the Electric Recording Company website. So important. The original tape is gone for whatever reasons, I don't know, and so we have this Lido tape, which now is the original in a way. And what the Electric Recording Company mastering on the mastering side does is they have let me see the date. I think it's in the 50s. They have an 1965 Lyric SVB all-wave mastering system. The whole mastering chain is valve driven, and what the Electric Recording Company gives us in general is the closest possible outcome to the tape. They don't do EQing and things like that. They just don't. The star is this all-valve mastering system with in almost any case outstanding, beautifully results. They certainly do shine on classical releases and jazz releases, in my opinion, without a doubt. You really get the tape and with amazing results. Interesting here now is, and that was for me the big question, how does this system, the outcomes, the signature of this Lyric system, how does it work with the Doors, with the music of the Doors? So that was one of the big questions. For the comparison, I started with the Electric Recording Company release, and then I put on the Vinyl Me Please release. I show you on this green vinyl, and this is remastered by Bruce Botnick, the Vinyl Me Please, and a lacquer cut by Bernie Grundman, so very, very highly regarded people also involved on this side. So let's start with the ERC. The soundstage is quite narrow on the ERC, but what's amazing, really amazing, and again a signature of this lyric system, you have that in every release from them, and that's the separation between the instruments. Although in this case you have a narrow, smaller soundstage, we're talking mono here of course, the separation of the instruments, the singing, the voice of Morrison is amazing. That's a very, very strong point. And this release, this ERC release, has a certain roughness, plus the warmth of this all-tube driven system, at least here on my tube Einstein system, is just a piece of beauty. Amazing. Amazing experience. The voice of Morrison is so upfront and dedicated and beautiful. You know, when you look at the jacket, look at the picture of the jacket, and that's how this record sounds. You know, you have this Renaissance figure of Jim Morrison. You know, he looks like on this jacket like a picture of Raphael. Amazing. I mean, his curly hair, this fragile yet strong young man. That's amazing, and what's getting through this release. Beautiful. The vinyl. I show you the vinyl. They have done a beautiful deep groove. I always love when they do it, when it makes sense. The vinyl, very clean. Of course, I cleaned it, but I had not a single click or pop. Very, very beautiful. Very, very well made. Dead flat, silent. This is how it really should be. You get an, again, letter pressed on a Heidelberger machine, letter pressed recreation of the inner sleeve. And again, what's striking is, due to this letter pressed progress, it's embossed. You really can feel the printing. And no, not poly-lined inner sleeves, just paper, but comes with a but. They put them into this Nagaoka polyline sleeve, so then that's of course a way which is great of doing it. Yeah, the jacket again also printed on this Heidelberger letterpress. An amazing, sturdy, beautiful, handmade jacket. But of course, I mean, you can expect that for the prices those releases comes. But the whole package, of course, is yet again for a collector a dream come true. Now let's get a bit into the comparison between the Electric Recording Company version and the Vinyl Me Please version. The Vinyl Me Please version has a larger soundstage, has a very beautiful overall sound. I really liked it when it came out. I still really do like it. And there is quite a difference between the both of them. The Vinyl Me Please is, in my opinion and in my impression, an acute. They did some EQing, but the outcome is very beautiful. The separation of the instruments are way better on the Electric Recording Company. But both versions, also the Vinyl Me Please versions, are fun to listen to. So the pros for the electric recording company on my system, in my opinion, are the punch, the freshness. It has an amazing freshness. Really, the freshness was also quite striking. The sound stage, if you are into bigger, larger sound stages, the sound stage is a pro on the Vinyl Me Please one, but the main difference for me are the separation of the instruments, amazing on the electric recording company, and the voice, the sound, the vibration, the details on Jim Morrison's voice are fantastic on the ERC. Wow, that was really impressive. That was really surprising, a really big surprise. So those of us who got lucky and got a copy, and this is in my opinion something very, very special here. And the big question I had: do the outcome, the general outcome, the signature of this lyric system, does that work well with the music of the Doors? Yes, it does. It does, for sure. I have no doubt it really works quite well. So an amazing result. And then again, I put on the stereo to, because of course you can't compare them, of course, but you can get an impression. What do I like more, the stereo or the mono? And of course, here it is. I have the Analog Production 45 RPM version, which are, without a doubt, unbelievable sounding releases of the Doors. All of them fantastic. And yeah, of course it opens up. It opens up. But you have this effect of the very early stereos, or the not very, no, that strikes that, of an early stereo. You don't have this unbelievable coherent sound stage. You have your left and right speakers, and in the center the punchy, fantastic sound and singing of Jim Morrison. So which one do I like more? Depends on the mood. Depends on the mood. Can't answer. So can't answer. I can't say that this one I do like more than the other. Both are very interesting, and that's the beauty of our hobby. If you go into several pressings, they do sound different. They have their different advantages, and that's a beautiful thing. I don't need that we always have to decide. We can decide in the moment. I say, no, I want to hear this one now. No, I want to hear this one now. So there is quite a difference, of course, immediately listenable, but yeah, perfect to have them all. Yeah, this is my take on this Doors Electric Recording Company edition. Lucky if you got one, in my humble opinion. Okay, thank you for your time. See you on the next one. Bye.